The Lightborn curse is a theory that everyone that has received the unobtainable developer race has gotten banned from the game Deepwoken. But what happens when this theory becomes reality? This curse has gotten so bad it's to the point where everybody in the community recognizes this as one of the biggest potential threats for their favorite content creator. And as I'm recording this video, 7/6 of 2023, I think I might be at risk too. Here's how it started. It all started last year around October, where the first official Deepwoken YouTuber tournament was announced. Players such as Rom, Valekis, Hale the Frozen Heart, and a lot of other YouTubers became known during this tournament. But because everything was online, a lot of YouTubers were willing to take drastic measures to win the game, which led me to believe this is the reason the Lightborn curse was created, because someone was using black magic in order to win the tournament. Let's talk about Rom. As an old friend once said before,
as the developer's golden child
in this whole community. He had connections with literally everybody. He was that guy that always knew a guy. Rom had connections so high in the community that he was even about to become a moderator himself at one point, but for unknown reasons, it never happened. Rom would go on to become the most known YouTuber in the Deepwoken community due to the fact he was an expert at player versus environment, and shown before by past polls in the community Discord, player versus environment just so happened to be the biggest niche of players in this whole community, overwhelming the PvP community. So, what went wrong? This is when the curse was first formed. If you sit on top of a throne for way too long, eventually there's going to be a select few people that believe you should no longer be at that throne. This is how the Lightborn curse was created. Similar to how curses are created in an alternate dimension, the Jujutsu Kaisen dimension, if enough rumors and hatred spreads, this is how a curse is formed. And so, reasons I will not get into detail for this video, you guys can research this yourself. Rom was the first Deepwoken YouTuber affected by the Lightborn curse. May God rest his soul. So, what went wrong? Although we'll talk about this later on more into detail, the curse took its form as one of the most evil forms in the history of Deepwoken: internet females. Number 2. Let's talk about the second person affected by the Lightborn curse. The person that we believe would never be on this list: Nanopology. Now, Nanopology was not just the golden child like Rom. Nanopology wasn't just liked in the community. In my eyes, I consider Nanopology one of the founding fathers of this community, being around since the days of Rogue Lineage and continuing to make content on this game. And unexpectedly, Nanopology was also another person affected by this wretched curse. Now, some people believe that Nanopology being affected by the curse was a big conspiracy theory. Now, it's no surprise that Deepwoken is considered, driving at grandma's, so some people believe it's a conspiracy that he just so happened to get banned right before the tournament. People believe that Nanopology was affected by the curse so they could build up hype for the YouTuber tournament, leaving Akamatsu, the poster child of Deepwoken, without a partner. Now, I can see why people believe this, but I believe this just isn't the case at all. The Lightborn curse was getting stronger. And what better way to make itself known by getting one of the most biggest content creators in this whole community left, besides Infernasu, though he kind of abandoned us, banned from the game. Now, Nanopology really showed the power that the curse had, because being a content creator for the game for more than 4 years of his entire life was not enough to stop the curse from getting him banned from the game. Now, once again, I will not go into Nanopology's ban, but if you guys want to research that yourself, feel free, I can't stop you. But due to the recent YouTuber event, the Battle Royale, something we've never seen before in any roguelike game, the curse has grown even stronger. Supa, Valekis, Akamatsu, and Trunks have all been potential people at risk for the Lightborn curse. Now, I will go in order of everybody that is at risk of the curse and tell you how likely they are to be affected by it. Let's start in order. Supa. Supa is one of the most cartoon characters I know. I have no doubt in my mind that he will not be affected by the curse, consider some of the videos he's made in the past. Supa went from the villain to the hero of the community, improving his reputation every single day, from being banned from the Discord to having Lightborn and being one of the most known content creators below Akamatsu. I have no doubt in my mind that Supa will be absolutely fine, because cartoon characters cannot break out of their NPC dialogue. and do anything wrong. Next up, we have Valekis. Now, Valekis was also very close to being affected by the Lightborn curse around the same time Rom was affected. But Valekis was smart enough to recognize the curse as a poison, a corruption, and knowing that a Discord girl DMing him, trying to get close to him, was in fact haram. This is why Valekis was saved from the original curse, and not only that, his best friend at the time, Rom, warned him before he passed away. Now, I have no doubt in my mind that Valekis will not be affected by the curse in the way that you guys think so. You see, Valekis is a very handsome black melanated man. He's 6'4", has dreadlocks, a nice smile and white teeth, and a lot of money. And not only that, to top it all off, a girlfriend. But this does not mean Valekis is safe from the Lightborn curse. You see, Valekis has another curse affecting him. He has the fugitive curse affecting him. And I think it's because Valekis is known to be disliked by the highest authority of Deepwoken. I cannot say much because he will be even greater at risk of the curse. But just know, these Grigas plan on his downfall. Next up, we have the last remaining golden child of this community, Akamatsu. Now you might be thinking, Akamatsu can't possibly be affected by the curse. Well, let me tell you where you're wrong. You see, Akamatsu holds the crown for the most charismatic and liked Deepwoken YouTuber. And we've seen before what happened with Rom. If enough people pray on your downfall, eventually their prayers will be answered. Now, Akamatsu has no history of doing any wrongdoing. This is why I'll say he's fine. But I will tread lightly on how I use his name to avoid the curse affecting him. Last person on this list is Trunks. Now, Trunks is completely fine in my opinion, and for one reason only. Trunks does not even play the game. He has an actual life going on and 2 kids. Now, naming the Lightborn curse, I also need to tell you guys how to avoid it. Rom and Nanopology were affected in 2 similar ways by the curse. Interactions with Discord females. And I have one video that will teach you how to avoid the Lightborn curse, even if you aren't a Lightborn. And here it is. I took back like I'm Jordan 96, 97, whoa. Feel me? Hey man, let me tell y'all something. If you're not Shirafune, or any female that loves solo progression, you are a power playing female. Y'all need to better yourselves, for real, for real. Do not fall in the trap of these females. I am a power representative now. What y'all need to do is hang around the people that you don't force the fun with. That's what y'all need to do. Who would have thought a man that was once the founding father of this community was not practicing what he preaches? Don't trust these Discord e-girls. And for the people that have been affected, let me tell you the cure. So if you've already been affected, just know there's no for sure way to get out of this. But here's what you can do. If the Discord e-girl is blackmailing you, do not take the Lord Sendo method. Do not give them anything they want, and you have to dang near pretend like you don't even care. But here's what you do. You need to learn and study their sleep schedule. Check every time they're online, and narc and record every time they're offline. Once you do this for around 2 months, knowing when they're on and offline, if you haven't already been affected by the curse, wait till they go to sleep and it's go time. Go through your Discord. Delete every single message you have with this interaction with this Discord e-girl. After that, you're not done, because this should take around 2 to 3 hours to delete every message, and if you're going as crazy as Ron was going in the DMs, probably even longer, because he was saying some freaky stuff in the DMs. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to delete all your Discord servers. Clear every single message, delete every single chat log, and you're not even done there. After that, you want to delete your entire Discord count entirely. And even then, you're still not safe. You have to go on a 2-month hiatus and pray to Allah and try to become a better person. Although no one will know you became a better person, you're doing this for yourself, not for your image. And after you truly atone for your sins of messing with these Discord e-girls, then you will be cured, but never fully cured. You will just be enlightened as a better person. I'm glad I was able to inform you guys on what the Lightborn curse is, and if you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Let me know who you guys think is the person at most risk of the Lightborn curse, and if my cure is a very effective way. Anyways, it is time for the king to take his slumber, and he will now sign out. All hail Valekis.